Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about 4 amazing coins that can be found in collections and sometimes even in circulation, and some of them may hold surprising value. So stay connected till the end because I will share complete information about the 10 euro cent 2002 R coin, the 10 cents Australia 2006 coin, the 1 cent 1951 D coin, and the $quarter 1965 coin. Let's begin this journey into history, minting details, composition, condition facts, and potential collector interest. First, we talk about the 10 euro cent coin dated 2002 with mint mark R, which represents a Rome mint in Italy. The 10 euro cent 2002 R coin is a fascinating piece of modern European currency that combines monetary functionality with symbolic representation of Italy's cultural heritage, economic history, and transition into the European Union's unified monetary system. Minted in 2002 at the Rome Mint, indicated by the letter R, this coin forms part of the first official series of euro coins introduced by Italy when the country shifted from the Italian lira to the euro. The changeover from national currencies to the euro was one of the most remarkable financial transitions in European history, and every coin from that inaugural minting represents not just a denominational unit, but a piece of that historical moment. The 10 euro cent coin weighs 4.10 grams, measures 19.75 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of approximately 1.93 millimeters. It is composed of Nordic gold, which is not actually gold but a copper alloy consisting of 89% copper, 5% aluminium, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. The purpose of using Nordic gold was to provide a durable, visually appealing, and non-allergenic material that resists tarnish and maintains its golden appearance even after prolonged circulation. The coin features a Spanish flower or scallop rim, which helps visually impaired individuals identify the denomination and provides extra grip. On the obverse side of the coin, the primary design is a depiction of the Vitruvian Man by the famous Renaissance artist and inventor Leonardo da Vinci, symbolizing the ideal proportions of the human figure. This representation was chosen to reflect Italy's strong connection to art, science, and humanist traditions, and it is meant to express the concept of harmony between man and nature as envisioned during the Renaissance period. The Vitruvian Man artwork is one of the most iconic drawings in history, and its inclusion on the coin demonstrates Italy's pride in its intellectual and artistic heritage. Beneath the artwork, you may notice the initials of the engraver Maria Carmela Culinari, who designed the Italian 10 euro cent coin. To the right of the design, the letter R indicates a Rome mint, which is responsible for production of Italy's euro coinage. Surrounding the central design are 12 stars symbolizing the European Union and its unity. The stars represent the ideals of perfection, harmony, and solidarity among the EU member states. The reverse side of the coin, which is common to all 10 euro cent coins across the Eurozone, features a map of Europe compared to the rest of the world. Initially, older 2002 coins depicted only the European Union before its expansion. The map on the reverse indicates Europe's position globally and represents the economic strength and integration of the members of the Eurozone. Agencies could fetch between 1 to 3 euros in collector markets. If the coin is part of a mint set or issued in brilliant uncirculated or proof quality, the value can be slightly higher, sometimes ranging from 3 to 5 euros. Rare minting errors, such as misaligned stars, double striking, incorrect composition, excessive die rotation, or weak imprinting, may increase the value further, but such examples must be professionally authenticated. In terms of historical relevance, the 10 euro cent 2002 R coin reflects a period of economic transition, during which Italy integrated into the Eurozone, adopting a common currency to aid in trade, reduce financial barriers, and strengthen collaboration among EU member countries. The euro currency helped stabilize Italian markets, improve cross-border commerce, and promote tourism by eliminating the need to exchange currencies. The use of Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man on the coin was a decision made not merely for aesthetic purposes, but as a way to signify the balance and proportionality that European economies seek to maintain in financial policy and monetary stability. Collectors seek 2002 dated coins because they were the first year of issue and because they reflect the beginning of the euro era for many nations. Italy's coins are especially popular among numismatists due to their artistic design, and the presence of the letter R mark ensures authenticity from the Rome Mint. Collectors often store such coins in albums or capsules to prevent oxidation and surface wear, especially because Nordic gold has a higher copper content and may darken slightly with age if exposed to humidity. Sharp edges, visible detail in the Vitruvian Man, and a glossy surface generally countries within the Eurozone. Most people encounter it daily without realizing the historical and symbolic elements embedded within its details. The coin represents not only monetary value, but also a testament to Italy's contributions to art and culture and its commitment to European unity. It is commonly used in everyday transactions, vending machines, parking meters, and public transport ticket dispensers, showing its practical utility. Some machines require coins of precise weight and electromagnetic properties, and Nordic gold composition meets these operational requirements. Even though the coin is considered common, it still holds educational and numismatic interest. For students, researchers, or individuals interested in European history, the coin serves as a small yet powerful artifact that demonstrates a convergence of tradition and modern economic policy. The mint year 2002 was a major turning point for Italy and the European Union. The process of introducing the euro involved designing, minting, distributing coins and notes, withdrawing local currencies, updating banking systems, ATMs, and implementing public education campaigns to familiarize citizens with the new currency. During the transition period, dual pricing in both lira and euro was used to assist citizens in adjusting. The success of this transition helped coin as a common, yet historically significant numismatic item. It embodies Italy's artistic legacy through Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man design, displays European unity via the 12 stars, and confirms its national origin with the R mint mark for Rome. It is manufactured in Nordic gold alloy for durability and consistent performance in automated machines. While its standard value remains 10 cents of euro currency, specific conditions such as mint grade preservation or presence of errors may increase interest among collectors. The coin marks Italy's entry into the euro currency system and aids in understanding broader economic integration within the European Union. As part of everyday handling, it often passes unnoticed, yet within its design lies centuries of cultural pride and modern economic evolution. Collectors often prize early euro coins as symbolic keepsakes, a monumental shift in financial history, and the 10 euro cent 2002 our coin serves as a remarkable representation of that milestone in Italy's numismatic narrative continuing in present circulation. The Australian 10-cent coin of 2006 is a circulating decimal coin issued by the Royal Australian Mint and part of Australia's modern currency system. It is composed of cupronickel metal alloy containing 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silver-like appearance and durability suitable for long-term circulation. The coin has a diameter of 23.60 millimeters, a thickness of approximately 2.00 millimeters, and a weight of 5.65 grams. Its edge is reeded, which provides both tactile recognition and helps prevent counterfeiting. The obverse side features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, portraying her as the official head of state for Australia, continuing the traditional display of the British monarchy on Australian coinage, since the country's association with the Commonwealth. The portrait used in 2006 is the fourth official image of Queen Elizabeth II on Australian coins, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This design, introduced in 1999, is characterized by a realistic profile of the Queen facing right, wearing the royal crown and marked with the initials IRB below the portrait. The surrounding inscription includes the words Elizabeth II and Australia 2006, signifying the monarch's name, the issuing country, and the year of minting. The reverse of the coin displays the image of a lyrebird, a native Australian bird renowned for its extraordinary ability to imitate natural and artificial sounds with high accuracy. This design was created by Stuart Devlin, the goldsmith and sculptor responsible for designing most of Australia's decimal coins introduced in 1966. The lyrebird is depicted with fine decorative details, representing its tail feathers beautifully arranged in a lyre shape, symbolizing the bird's elegance and reflective of Australian fauna. The denomination 10 appears prominently on the left side of the bird. Below the design may appear subtle designer or mint marks depending on production variation. The 10-cent coin is part of Australia's decimal currency system established in 1966, when the country changed from pounds, shillings, and pence to dollars and cents. Though common in circulation, coins from the mid-2000s, such as the 2006 issue, are valued by numismatists when the coin is preserved in high-grade condition, especially uncirculated or proof specimens. Standard circulated examples generally hold face value of 10 Australian cents, but found in extremely high mint state condition, such as MS65 or higher, the value can climb beyond face value, often between 1 to 5 Australian dollars depending on eye appeal, no contact marks, luster, and strike quality. Coins issued in mint sets or proof versions struck for collectors may fetch higher values due to superior finishes and controlled minting environments. The minting process of 2006 10-cent coins involved mass production using high-speed coining presses, carefully regulated metal blank preparation, and quality inspection. The Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was the main minting facility. In some years, coins may be produced in additional locations under special arrangements, but in 2006 the bulk production was centralized. Around tens of millions of 10-cent coins are typically minted each year for circulation. Exact mintage figures depend on economic demand, replacement needs, and reserve stock requirements. The coin circulation life is typically extensive due to its durable composition, often remaining in usable condition for decades. Australian coinage, like the 10-cent piece, is widely used in everyday transactions such as purchasing small goods, vending machines, parking meters, public transport ticketing systems, and other microtransactions. The coin size and design make it easily recognizable among the 5, 20, and 50-cent coins. While still circulated, mine are on the portrait of the Queen, and the lyrebird's tail feathers are common signs of age. In circulated coins, fine scratches, reduction in luster, and smoothing around high points like the Queen's crown or tips of the lyrebird's feathers are typically observed. In high-grade or uncirculated examples, strong mint luster, sharp ribbing on the edge, and clear definition in portrait and feather details are expected. Cleaning or polishing the coin significantly reduces its collector value, as original patina and untouched surface are preferred by numismatists. Maintenance suggestions include storing the coin in acid-free holders or plastic capsules and avoiding excessive humidity or contact with chemicals. The 10-cent coin has remained unchanged in design since 1966, making the lyrebird one of the longest-standing animal symbols on Australian decimal coins. The coin represents an aspect of national identity by highlighting native wildlife and contributes to public awareness of Australian biodiversity. Australia, being a constitutional monarchy, includes a portrait of the reigning British monarch as a form of tradition and legal recognition. The coin's value is linked directly to its purchasing power within the Australian monetary system and indirectly to international exchange rates of the Australian dollar. The year 2006 does not mark any special variation to the design, but it does fall within the period of Queen Elizabeth II's fourth portrait use. Collectors sometimes seek full-date runs of decimal coins, preserving examples of each year to track changes in mint quality over time. For some coin enthusiasts, coins from 2006 may also be linked to specific historical or personal relevance. Within the global numismatic community, Australian 10-cent coins are known for their detailed artwork and consistency. Certain minting errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, double die errors, missing edge milling, or incorrect planchet material, may elevate the value substantially if authenticated. Standard circulation coins without error are common and readily available. For example, a 2006 10-cent coin in average circulated condition typically sells for about equal to face value unless it has unusual traits. In summary, the 10-cent 2006 Australia coin is a widely circulating, cupronickel decimal coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and a lyrebird on the reverse. It weighs 5.65 grams, measures 23.60 millimeters in diameter, includes a reeded edge, and is minted predominantly by the Royal Australian Mint. Its composition is 75% copper and 25% nickel, resistant to rust and wear. While common and generally holding face value in circulation, high-grade uncirculated or proof coins, as well as examples with verified mint errors, hold additional numismatic value. It reflects Australian cultural representation through native wildlife design and continues monetary tradition by including the reigning monarch's effigy. The coin is a testament to durability, national identity, and the strength of Australia's modern currency system, still actively used in daily trade, yet also cherished by collectors and enthusiasts for its artistic and historical significance. Now moving to the 10 cents Australia coin from 2006. The 1 cent 1951 D coin is a United States Lincoln wheat penny minted at the Denver Mint in 1951 and is part of the long-running wheat cent series designed by Victor David Brenner, first introduced in 1909. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it the characteristic reddish-brown appearance when freshly minted, often transitioning to brown tones over time due to oxidation. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters with a plain edge. The obverse of the coin features the right-facing bust of President Abraham Lincoln, chosen to commemorate the centennial of his birth. This portrait is the longest continuously used design in United States coinage history. Above Lincoln's head appears the inscription, "In God We Trust," one of the most historic and symbolic mottos of American currency. To the left of Lincoln is the word liberty, and to the right is the minting year 1951, followed by the mint mark D, indicating that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. The reverse of the coin displays two stylized wheat ears, one on each side, symbolizing agricultural prosperity and representing the traditional American value of hard work. Between the wheat stalks is the denomination 1 cent, and below that the words United States of America. Above the denomination is the inscription E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, which acknowledges unity among the states. The 1951 D penny was minted in large quantities, with a total mintage of approximately 625,355,000 coins, making it relatively common within the wheat cent series. Because of its high mintage, circulated examples are generally worth only face value unless in excellent condition. In heavily circulated condition, the coin typically holds value equivalent to 1 cent, occasionally slightly more to collectors who need it to fill album slots. However, specimens in uncirculated or mint state condition demonstrate enhanced value, especially when possessing full original mint luster, clean surfaces, and minimal contact marks. In mint state grades, such as MS-60 to MS-63, a coin may typically be valued between $1 to $3. Higher graded coins, especially those rated MS-65 or MS-66, can fetch between $5 and $20 depending on eye appeal and copper toning. Exceptionally high-grade coins, such as MS-67 Red, may be valued at over $50 or more, though such examples are scarce and usually found in sealed rolls or original bank bags stored in climate-controlled conditions. Grading agencies such as PGS or NGC categorize wheat pennies based on a color designation: brown BN, red-brown RB, and full red RD. Coins retaining at least 85% of their original red copper appearance are labeled RD and often command higher premiums due to their eye-catching aesthetic. Most circulated 1951 D pennies are found with dull brown surface coloration due to decades of oxidation and wear. Cleaning coins is strongly discouraged, as improper cleaning causes scratching and loss of natural patina, leading to reduced collector value. Properly preserved coins should be kept in plastic coin flips or airtight capsules, away from moisture and extreme temperature. From a historical perspective, the 1951 coin reflects the post-World War II era in the United States, a time marked by economic recovery and industrial advancement. During this period, coinage production increased due to growing commercial activity. The Denver Mint was particularly active in producing cents to satisfy circulation demands in western and central states. The bronze alloy used in the coin remained the standard composition until 1962, when the mint eliminated tin, transitioning to a 95% copper and 5% zinc mixture. The wheat cent design was last minted in 1958 before being replaced in 1959 with a Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. The 1951 D penny carries sentiment not only as a monetary instrument, but also as a connection to American heritage and the legacy of Abraham Lincoln. While most coins from 1951 remain common, certain varieties can increase value. Error coins such as repunched mint marks, RPM, double die obverse clip planchets, or off-center strikes are actively sought by collectors. For example, repunched mint-marked varieties marked as D over D may increase desirability and value, often selling for $20 to $50 depending on clarity and grade. Double die errors, although less common for this date, may also attract collector interest. Authentication of any potential error should be made through a reputable numismatic specialist. The coin strike quality can vary, with some examples showing weak strikes around Lincoln's coat or the wheat lines on the reverse. Weakly struck or poorly defined examples are less desirable. High-quality coins show clear separation of Lincoln's hair details, sharp lettering, and full wheat line definition. The coin was typically distributed in bags or paper wrap rolls to banks and commercial institutions. Over time, many entered circulation and sustained wear, yet millions were saved by collectors and hoarders, contributing to their survival in the modern era. Today, the 1951D penny is of interest primarily to collectors assembling date and mint-marked wheat cent collections. It is also commonly used by coin enthusiasts as an educational tool for learning about coin grading, copper oxidation, and U.S. minting history. The coin holds sentimental value for those born in or connected to events from 1951. While not rare, it offers an accessible entry point for new collectors. Its modest entry-level value makes it popular among beginners, while high-grade examples provide challenge and value potential for advanced collectors. The composition of 95% copper gives the coin a melt value higher than face value, though melting cents is illegal under U.S. law. Environmental and economic changes have shifted public awareness of copper's intrinsic value, leading to increased interest in older copper coins. The 1951D Lincoln wheat cent remains a symbol of mid-century American circulation coinage, representing stability, economic growth, and national ideals expressed through imagery and inscriptions. Although common, it holds historical significance within the evolution of the U.S. cent and numismatic traditions. Its wide availability ensures that collectors can find examples to study condition, toning, and minting variations. Patriots value the coin for its iconic depiction of President Lincoln and its inclusion of traditional mottos. Whether found in inherited coin jars, estate collections, or purchased through numismatic channels, the 1951D cent embodies the intertwining of monetary practicality and cultural heritage. As long as coin collectors cherish the legacy of wheat cents, the 1951D penny will continue to hold interest and educational importance within American numismatic history. Next, we discuss the 1 cent 1951D coin from the United States, belonging to the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series. The quarter $1,965 coin is a United States Washington quarter that holds important historical significance as it represents a major change in the composition of U.S. coinage. Before 1965, U.S. quarters were struck in 90% silver and 10% copper. However, due to rising silver prices and concerns about silver shortages, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a clad composition starting in 1965. This new composition consisted of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core, commonly referred to as cupronickel clad. As a result, the 1965 quarter became the first official year in which the quarter no longer contained any silver. This change was made under the Coinage Act of 1965, a landmark decision that permanently altered the nature of U.S. circulating coinage. The 1965 Washington quarter weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. Despite the change in composition, the design remained the same as earlier silver quarters. On the obverse side of the 1965 quarter is the left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. This design has been in use since 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. Above his portrait is the word liberty, while the phrase "In God We Trust" appears to the left below Washington's chin. Beneath the portrait is the minting year 1965. No mint marks are present on 1965 quarters as part of efforts by the U.S. Mint to discourage hoarding. Throughout 1965, 1966, and 1967, mint marks were intentionally removed from quarters, dimes, and half dollars to facilitate smoother circulation during the transition from silver to clad coinage. Therefore, all 1965 quarters are technically Philadelphia Mint issues by default, even though they do not display a P Mint mark. The reverse side of the coin features a stylized heraldic eagle with wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolic of strength and readiness for defense. Under the arrows is an olive branch representing peace. Above the eagle are the words United States of America, and directly below them, the phrase E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one. At the bottom of the reverse is the denomination quarter dollar. The design elements are precise, and the details of the feathers and arrows are typically sharp on well-struck coins. However, many 1965 quarters suffer from weak strikes due to adjustments to the new metal composition and high production demands. The mintage of the 1965 quarter was extremely high, with over 1.82 billion coins produced, making it one of the most heavily minted quarters in U.S. history. This was done to counteract public hoarding of earlier silver coins, which were being withdrawn from circulation for their intrinsic metal value. As such, most 1965 quarters remain very common, especially in circulated condition. In circulation, these coins usually have a face value of 25 cents and are readily used in everyday transactions. In typical circulated condition, the coin has no additional numismatic value. However, examples preserved in mint state condition, MS-60 or higher, can be valued between $2 and $10 depending on the grade. Coins with very strong luster, minimal contact marks, and sharp strike quality, graded MS-65 or above, may command values between $15 and $50. In exceptionally high grades, such as MS-67, values can exceed $100 due to rarity of such well-preserved specimens from the high production year. Coins struck with full details, including clearly visible eagle breast feathers, are particularly sought after. Errors and varieties on 1965 quarters also attract collector interest. One notable error is the rare 1965 silver transition error, where some 1965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964. These error coins contain silver and are distinguishable by their higher weight, closer to 6.25 grams instead of the standard 5.67 grams. They also display a uniform silver edge rather than the visible copper core on standard clad pieces. Such error coins are extremely rare and can sell for thousands of dollars when authenticated. Other possible errors include off-center strikes, die breaks, double dies, and clip planchets. Any unusual or visually incorrect 1965 quarter should be examined by a professional numismatist. The 1965 quarter marked the beginning of the modern clad era in U.S. coinage. The transition led to increased longevity and cost efficiency in minting, as nickel and copper were far cheaper than silver. The removal of silver also helped stabilize coin circulation and prevent further shortages. For historians and numismatists, the 1965 quarter captures the economic challenges of the 1960s and the evolution of U.S. monetary policy. Though common, it serves as a tangible symbol of change. In circulated condition, typical wear patterns include flattening of high points on Washington's hair and cheeks, smoothing of eagle feathers, and loss of luster. The reeded edges may show softening from prolonged use. Uncirculated coins typically retain visible mint luster, sharp edges, and defined details. Proper storage is important to preserve high-grade specimens. Clad coins are susceptible to discoloration when exposed to humidity, and prolonged handling can result in fingerprints or surface oils affecting the metal. Coins should be stored individually in acid-free holders or plastic capsules. The 1965 quarter is widely used in everyday circulation even today and remains recognizable due to the long-standing Washington portrait. It sees practical use in vending machines, toll booths, public transit, laundries, and parking meters. Its balanced composition allows it to be durable and compatible with electronic coin validators. Despite being common, it has educational value and is often included in coin collecting starter sets for beginners. For advanced collectors, the challenge lies in locating high-quality mint state coins or rare 1965 silver transition errors. Collectors and historians value the 1965 quarter for its role in bridging the era between precious metal coinage and modern clad currency. It is a turning point in U.S. monetary history and continues to circulate as a stable unit of commerce decades after its introduction. The iconic image of George Washington and the symbolic eagle remain part of the American identity, and the 1965 quarter serves as a representative piece of that cultural and historical continuity. So, friends, these coins may appear ordinary, but by understanding their mint history, composition, condition, and era possibilities, we find how small details can make a big difference in coin value. Always check mint mark, year, and quality carefully. And if you have one in very attractive condition or with visible variation, it may be worth showing to a professional coin grader. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this information and want more valuable coin knowledge, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell icon for the latest updates. See you in the next video with another exciting coin story.